Hola amigos y amigas from the Lake Chapala Society. I'm with a member of the Huara Chess Club. She's a fantastic artist. I've known her for a couple of years and have seen her her drawings in the Cultural Center in Chapala and other places. Her name is Momo. She's going to talk about her involvement in the Huara chess and art that she does here in the Lake Chapala area. So go ahead, Momo.
So hi, my real name is Maureen Brown, but I go by Momo since 2007, since I started actually doing my drawings. And today we're at the chess tournament, like Chris said, of the Lake Chapala Society, but it's a Huara Chess, the annual chess tournament. And I'm not exactly sure how many years, but I think it's at least 5. So last year I was asked by the director, Roberto Serrano, to design the t-shirt and the logo for the banner, and then this year I did as well. So this year, because their logo is also a knight with Huara chess, and we're based here in Lake Chapala, Jalisco. Here we are in AJIJIC specifically. But so I did an outline freehand of a knight, the chess piece, and then I also freehand inside, and they colorized it. So usually I do a lot in black and white, so it's possible to change to any color. So my art style is I'll either do an outline like the knight, or I'll just do freehand and connect the line. This is more of my typical style. It's art in the moment, or momento, right? We're in poquito español. So I just connect the line, and then I start filling in eyes, and usually it's connected animals or faces or random abstract. So it's very freeing. It's very allows me for myself to flow in my everyday life, and to it's calming and energizing at the same time.
And I want to mention to the viewers here, I met Momo about 3 years ago. I saw her drawing on a big drawing pad at one of the coffee shops, and I looked over, I was sitting at the next table, and we had a conversation for about 20 minutes or so, in which I showed her photographs of my drawings, which are not near as good as hers, but she did give me quite a compliment. And what was that again?
Yes, Chris. So I was pleasantly surprised that Chris, I think, is a really good artist. And I don't judge anybody's art, because to me it's like your inner child coming out. And it reminded me a lot of like Miro. So
From Spain.
Originally from Spain. The famous artist Miro.
And
Some people think that mine is, but I mean, I was an archaeologist for a long time, originally from San Antonio, Texas. Muchos mexicanos también in San Antonio, so I just speak a little bit of Spanish, but I try. But so as an archaeologist, I always carried a Sharpie to write on the field bags, and I graduated to doing art with a Sharpie.
And that's beautiful.
But I also love Picasso, and I love how he flowed, especially his when he turned like a fish into a bird, or vice versa. And I had a hang up when I was about 12 years old. I gave up a paintbrush, and so I was like, yeah, I need movement and to flow. And now I can paint too, but still love flow, just like water, right? And we're here in Lake Chapala, which is the largest lake in Mexico. And but we're also here at the chess tournament, so I just want to say the chess tournament is so cool because there's so many kids here, the youth, jóvenes, that is girls and boys, many kids are playing chess, so, and adults, and there's even up to 90-something-year-old. So you're never too young or old to play chess, and it's inspirational to me. And I'm playing today. Yeah, I lost to some kids, but I encourage the kiddos to keep going. So,
You're going to be going into another round soon.
yes, very soon we're going into another round. So, so it's been fun talking with you, Chris.
And this has all been volunteer work doing this for Huara Chess and helping
Yes,
out.
and this is volunteer to do the logos, and it's just my small little contribution.
And then I also want to mention some of your art. I did a video on the Chapala Cultural Center, and some of your art was on display there, in which you gave a nice percentage back to the Cultural Center. Contribution.
I did an exhibition.
Yeah,
The directors kindly let me do an exhibition at the Presidencia Municipal the Cultural Center of Chapala. And that was last year. I did big paintings. Most of my work is in black and white, and those were basically poured giant drawing paintings. Right now, they're on display very nicely in the lobby and some of the rooms of Plaza Chapala Hotel down at Central Chapala as well. A beautiful boutique hotel. I'm very fortunate that the community has opened their arms to me. I also showed with my novio, Rodrigo Sualaga. We did a multi-dimensional show in the Central Cultural Center in Ajijic in the plaza last year as well. So, yeah. And then just 2 days ago, Chris and I were at a fundraiser to help raise funds for the Treasure House, the girls' home, safe home, and we did art there too, and fashion show. It was really fun. So it's nice to help raise funds for really good causes.
And I want to also mention, that's great, and thank you for everything you do, but you are an archaeologist, if I'm not mistaken. We talked, and you're an underwater archaeologist as well?
Well, so I was very fortunate. I went to university. I got my master's in anthropology, archaeology, concentration, and very fortunate to work on some really cool projects. And one of them was a sunken city in Port Royal, Jamaica, like Pirates of the Caribbean. I wrote my master's thesis on 17th century merchant tavern there in Port Royal, and yeah, and actually lived there almost 5 years and helped with cultural tourism, promoting that. Worked on another project looking for Columbus's last two ships. We didn't find them, but they're still there on the north coast of Jamaica somewhere. And there's projects right now happening. And then in the state of Texas, one of my largest projects was helping with the La Salle project, which was promoting the shipwreck of La Salle and Louis XIV, but also Fort St. Louis, the first contact site in Texas, so early European, which was French. And it was a catalyst to get the Spanish to move into their own territory in Texas. So, plus there's, where I'm from, there's 5 San Antonio missions in the whole United States. It's the only place. So I grew up in a very culturally, authentically rich heritage city. And just like Mexico, so I'm very fortunate too. So, yeah, I'm gonna give you all my past, but after archaeology, I went into museums, and I was helped build several projects. So.
Wow, amazing, Momo. I want to say thanks for doing this interview, and how enlightening this is, helping people, coming down here, helping people. And I've had a couple of chances to sit around and talk with her over the last few years, and she's very approachable, she's nice, She's very polite, and she's a good listener too. So, and great artist as well.
Well,
So-
thank you, Chris. And yeah, looking forward to talking to you more.
All right, thank you very much, Mom. We're going to do another video showing your art. We've
Okay.
talked about that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So now we're doing round 5. So
Okay, she's got to get back to the tournament. Thanks for giving us your time, Momo.
thank you.
Adios.
What a chance.